So, hello everybody, internet marketing freaks. Again here, Monday has come, and so our hangout is here. And today we want to talk about something that is very, very kind of exciting to me because I love reading books and I love writing, and that's why I want to talk today about with my colleagues here and internet marketing freaks, Thomas and Teresa on the other side. So hello guys, it's great you are here with me, and it's great that you and me can share some passion we have for internet marketing. And one way of doing that, one way of presenting yourself, one way of starting, maybe if you are completely newbie, is to start blogging, because blogging can help you in a way that nothing else can, I believe, because each of us has got some kind of passion, something we can write about. And I have my passion. I like to write about running, about triathlon, and it's very easy for me to write about this topic just because I love it. I do it every day, I train every day, and that's why it's so much easier for me to write about this. And even though sometimes I don't know what to write about, there are still articles and magazines I get every day, and I read every day almost. And on my Facebook wall, I have a lot of messages, from other pages that I subscribe to. So every day I have at least 10 ideas what to write about, and it's so easy for me, just to blog about anything that is at that day it's kind of hit me, even on my Facebook page. So today we're going to talk about blogging, how easy it is to start blogging, just because I believe, and certainly Teresa will say something about it, and Thomas as well, is that it's very important to blog about what you like, what you are passionate about, if you want to start to blog. And why it's good to start blogging is, as I said before, it's great because you have a passion and you should write about your passion, so you shouldn't write about something you don't know nothing about. And the way how to monetize it, maybe I leave it to Teresa for the moment, so she can talk about a little bit about how to monetize blogging as well. So this part, what I'm going to talk about, just maybe 5 more minutes, and then I give word to Thomas, is that there are many technical might be technical difficulties with blogging. So it's you need to have a website, of course. You need to have a domain that you have to buy. There is a hosting you have to buy. So there are some kind of costs involved with starting blogging. So if you don't know, how to start a blog, how to set up a website, just go to YouTube or Google and put it in, and you will find information. But as I said, if you really want to start, let's say, making money online, because what we all of us do here, me, Teresa, and Thomas, we are working from home, and our goals are to make money from our businesses, and part of our businesses is to make money with blogging. And as I said, it's not just about blogging about anything, it's blogging about our passion. So before I continue, I just give word to Thomas, maybe, because Thomas has been blogging for a couple of last days, and me and Thomas, we had kind of challenge between us, so that we said each of us should write at least a blog a day. So it's not an easy task for somebody, even me. So Thomas, how was this challenge going on? Each day, one blog post.
Yeah, well, it works out okay for the first 5 days, Monday till Friday. And I did 2 blog posts every day, and then Saturday I had a day off, and I did another 2 blog posts on Sunday. So I guess it was a pretty good week for me, and I actually realized this with having a little challenge, that you have somebody, even Maurus is living probably, I don't know what it is, 400 or 500 kilometers between us. It's not like we can just run over to each other and kind of like encourage each other or look after if the other one is actually doing the blog post, but that was not really the big inspiring for me. But what really kind of hit me this week was that I had kind of a commitment to Maros that we should do one blog post a day. So it kind of made me more thinking about blogging, what kind of subjects, what kind of things do I want to blog about today. So it kind of pushed me a little, and in a way it was a pretty small challenge. It was just one blog post a day, and I think it kind of helped me a couple of the days, to make my blog post and make sure I put them up online and all that, So it was a good little challenge we had there.
Great, great to hear that. So I'm really happy that you actually wrote more than one blog post a day, right? You wrote like 12, so it will be more than one a day. So,
Yeah.
excellent. And what I want to point here, why me, Teresa, and Thomas are into blogging as well is because we believe that it's very important before you even think of making money online is to give value, and the one of the great ways to give value out there is to blog, because you can actually help people with their problems, and that's a great way to blog, because if you have a niche and you're passionate about a niche, you certainly should know what kind of problems people out there have in your niche. Like I know in my niche, in the running niche and triathlon niche, what kind of problems people have. And that's why I'm trying to answer these questions. And in this way, I'm trying to help people. I'm giving them some kind of value. I'm building trust in my community or in my niche. And in this way, it's so much easier for me if later on during the process I try, or I'm, one of my goals is to monetize my passion. I kind of have this trust, and let's say I decide to sell even triathlon T-shirts. I can certainly do that just because people know me and they know I'm into triathlon niche. So if there is some interest on their part, they might buy some T-shirts from me. We have other ways how to monetize blogging, and as I said before, Teresa might a little bit talk about this if she likes. But that's, as I said, it's the great way to start. Even let's say network marketing. We can talk about network marketing because that's what we are involved, me, Thomas, and Teresa as well. Network marketing is one of the ways how to monetize your blogging, and it's actually the great way, because you can not only blog about your passion, you can certainly also have some kind of squeeze page where you offer some kind of solution to your niche again. So it doesn't have to be anything that has to do with network marketing. You can first try to connect with people who are involved with your niche, and then if you are interested in any kind of business opportunity you have, then they can ask you, or you can ask them, and see how far you can get with that. So that's one of the ways to monetize your blog. Teresa, you want to jump in now, or how?
Sure. Yeah, I think I've got a combination of things here going on, trying to say like what I'm going to talk about. So basically, I think, Maros, what you're trying to say is you can take any subject and blog about it, and what they call that is bridge marketing. So, for example, in the United States, I don't know if they have it there or not, but there's a big TV show called The Walking Dead, and there are several people they literally glue themselves to the TV about that show. Okay, they can't miss an episode. They're TV bugs. But how can you tie that into blogging? Well, you can actually tie that into blogging by how many people do you think search online and say, last episode of The Walking Dead? Well, what if you watch that same show? You can blog about that, provide value, say, well, hey, I know you might have missed this episode, or episode 12, season 1, or what, it's not a show that I watch, but the point is you could actually tell what happened, what you think is going to happen, and believe it or not, with a blog, one, you can say, create a video and say, hi, my name is, and I think this is going to happen, and I thought it was so sneaky that this or that happened on the show, and what do you think is going to happen? People get in there and they start commenting and so forth. Now, how do you tie that into making money? Okay, well, think about this. There are, as far as the monetization now, if you have an Amazon account or an eBay account, all right, or a ClickBank account, any of those, they have affiliate programs. So if you said, hey, I like the hat, or if there's some sort of Walking Dead products, okay, you can put a link on there, and maybe someone's a Walking Dead fan and they want that T-shirt. They want that T-shirt. So you link to that T-shirt, and you make a commission off from that with an affiliate account from Amazon. Okay? Or maybe you have a t-shirt campaign with the t-shirt company. I can't think offhand what it is, but it's a big one. Chris Recker talks about it all the time. But oh, Teespring. Okay, so maybe you have Teespring t-shirts that are about The Walking Dead. Link to that. You could sell t-shirts, you know. And the last thing is you could encourage people to blog about things that they are passionate about. Maybe you're passionate about, you know, the vitamin company that you have. Maybe you're passionate about, you know, how to be a better parent, how to be a mommy from home, how to mow your grass so it's this short. Whatever your tips or value is that you can provide that other people are searching for, blog about it. And you can bridge that in and say, you know what, I started doing this, and maybe you're interested in this is how we and I maybe you're interested in blogging about something you're passionate about, and for every blog that you sell, you make a commission. Okay? Now understand, when we speak of income here, income results are not typical and not guaranteed in any way. I don't know about you, but I personally choose to be above average. I don't want to be normal. That's why we are the internet marketing freaks. You just can't be normal to be part of this. I'm sorry. You should hear some of the things we talk about when we're off this hangout. Yeah, it gets pretty wild. But the point is, you can take a blog and turn it into anything you want. But let's say I know nothing about cars, but if I choose to write a car blog and try to tell you how to fix a car, you are definitely going to know that I have no clue what I'm talking about at all. It's important that you choose a subject that you're passionate about. For me, I'm a internet marketing freak, and I actually like all the techie stuff. You put me into something techie, and I love to screen share and teach it. Just like we have a new blog out right now that I think is absolutely wonderful. It is Kalatu. It is in beta mode right now, so it's not yet available to the public. But what if you could, and it's coming, so be ready for it. What if you could write a blog post, and from that blog post, someone can, push a button, and they're connected with you on Facebook. They get taken to your profile. They get to see what you're all about. What if all your YouTube videos showed on the side of your blog, and they can actually just click on your videos one by one, and they say, wow, it's like having a conversation, just like you and I are interacting somehow or way. Maybe you're able to relate to me, or maybe you're able to relate to Maros or Thomas in one way or another by the things that they speak about. But videos let you connect on a personal level. It's like being in the same room, just like all of us here connect, once a week in general, and have a hangout. And if we're behind, we give each other a kick in the butt, and we all hold each other accountable usually. But the neat thing about a blog is this new blog that's coming out in the current blog as well, you could hook it up that way, but the new one that's coming, you click a button, they can connect with you on all your social profiles. Now, people in general are socially nosy. What do I mean by that? Socially nosy. In other words, sometimes on Facebook you see people complaining because they don't know what else to do with Facebook, or they're playing the games or something, But I tell you what, your friends and neighbors, they want to know what you're doing. Oh, you really shouldn't complain about this. Or sometimes people are sharing recipes. They're sharing things about their life, But people like to get into that. Well, if they visit your blog and they want to know about you, number one, don't complain on your Facebook profile, because that's just unprofessional anyway. But put some stuff up there, the results you're getting in your business. Share, what's going on. Because if people read your blog, they see you're passionate about what you're doing from what you're typing in your blog, what you're connecting into your Facebook. This blog that's coming is absolutely very easy to set up. And the best part that I like about it is you can't break it. You really can't break it. It does have a teeny bit of a learning curve, but it's easy. Those of you who have had a WordPress platform before where you have to buy the hosting, set it all up. Now, I'm a web designer. I've done this like practically in my sleep, okay? You go through, you got to create databases, all this other garbage, and when you're all done, depending on what plugins you put in, because if you're new or even not, you say, oh, that's a neat plugin, I want to try that. The minute you plug that in, your whole website crashes. It's a nightmare. It can be a nightmare for days. With the new blog, that's something you don't have to worry about. It's uncrashable because they don't allow you to add the plugins that you want because they know what's compatible. They have tons of them in there that just make a beautiful blog for you, and it's coming. So if you want to get a jump on that and get started and start learning a little bit about blogging, I would sign up now. Just click the link that you see below this video on the website. Sign up now from the person that sent you here. Make sure that you follow their link, whether it was, you know, Thomas, Maros, or myself, and just get started. It's going to take you into our iPads 2 system, and they'll teach you all the marketing, take you through you know, the steps that you need. And the very best advice that I can tell you is actually to go all in, go black. And the reason I say that is because at the lower level, and I'm not pushing anything really, but at the lower level, you know, if you have that product, that's cool. But when you own them all, then you have the ability to say, hey, this was awesome in this product, and I was able to learn this and that. And honestly, it makes you a professional blogger. Wouldn't it be nice to be able to be a professional blogger, you know, at the highest level, and show everyone how passionate you are about the subject that you're blogging about, and you're reaching out and helping to others, you know? It's not always about money, like Maros was saying. If you make it about money, it's not going to happen for you. This business in internet marketing is about, you know, reaching out to other people, you know, helping others. And when you continue to do that and provide value through your blog posts, your YouTube videos, things like that, people are going to relate to you, like you, trust you, follow you, and after that comes the sale. I mean, obviously, you know, when you're trying to sell something to your friends, they buy stuff from you because they know you. But if you walked up to somebody in the street, unless you're selling Girl Scout cookies, that's kind of my weakness, but that would be the place where you know, could definitely say, you know, hey, you know, I got this product, because they're your friend. But otherwise, if they're a stranger on the street, they're gonna go, get lost, you know, dude, I don't know you from Adam. So it's good to form a relationship first with someone. And I think that pretty much covers it. I kind of covered that very fast today, so if you're taking notes, there's probably smoke coming off the paper. Good deal. Did you guys have anything that you wanted to add to that?
Sure. I just want to stress what Teresa already said, that just from my own experience, since I've started blogging, and I've been blogging for a year now, it wasn't always like putting blog posts up every day, but I've learned so much about my niche just from the blogging, because once you start blogging, it's a little bit kind of, you know, you can write about yourself, your personal story, your ideas you have, but you can also teach people something new, because you are trying to help them. And in a way, because you teach, you learn yourself. So the best way to learn is to try to teach, because you have to know something about the subject before you teach it. So I've learned so much about my niche just through blogging. Things I've never known before, and because I subscribe to other pages, other sources in my niche, I read so much more every day, just because I'm looking for a subject to blog about. And as I said, in this way I learn so much about running, and about triathlon, and about eating healthy when you are a triathlete, and etc. etc. So you know, that's what I wanted to stress out. And also one more thing, what I see sometimes, that there are people out there who blog, and I just remember when I was living in Dublin, in Ireland, and I was reading one article. It was like the man was kind of reviewing restaurants, and each week he had an article published in a newspaper. And I loved reading his article, because he was not only talking about the food that he was eating in this restaurant, about the prices, and if the food is good or bad, but he was actually starting his articles with a completely different subject, and you were kind of entering his world before you actually entered the restaurant he was describing in his article. So it was so interesting for me just to enter his world. He was talking about maybe TV show he was watching days before, something that was really that was interesting for him first, that was somehow connected to the restaurants, but not necessarily. And because he was writing about interesting stuff, that's why I kept reading. And here in Germany, where I live, I also read an article sometimes in one of the newspapers. And there is a guy who was also reviewing restaurants. And it's funny that he's also writing the same stuff. He's kind of reviewing, you know, he's writing about the dishes and the prices, but it's kind of always about it's good, it's bad, it's expensive, and it's cheap. So it's not very, I would say, very creative writing. So it's not something that is kind of, him, his personal story. So that's why I want to stress out how more interesting it actually is if you write not just about the subject you read before, but also about what you think about that subject. And just because it's your niche and you're interested in your niche, it's so much easier to write about what you think about it, because if you believe it or not, personal opinion matters. It matters a lot. There are a lot of facts out there, but facts are just facts. There is no emotion in it. So whatever in whatever way you can share your heart and your ideas and your personal kind of opinion about things, it's so much better and so much more interesting for the readers and for the viewers, just because it's you're sharing yourself. And that's kind of what struck me, that is kind of really important, and that what helped me as well. Blogging helped me to be myself and to express myself and to say my opinion about facts that are out there in the world. It's the way how I see the world, and I share my way of seeing the world. So okay, before we finish this 30 minutes hangout, we have just 5 minutes. Thomas, anything you want to add to it just before we finish?
No, well, I guess you guys have said more or less everything in a way.
Sorry for that.
That's cool. I'm fine with just kind of hanging back here and learning from you guys. It's but one thing I was thinking about when you guys were talking is that what you really can use a blog for, and I think it will happen even that you're not focused on it, but I think it's very important that you can use the blog to build your own brand online. So it's a way of you to build a brand, to tell the world who you are, and use that to connect with other people. And I think it's like you said, Maus, it really the more personal you can get about your niche, about the subject you're blogging about, the better, and just really share from your heart, and just get better and better and learning, to be better at blogging and making videos you can put on your blog and make it more personal. You can take pictures of what's going on in your life, or if you like to blog about restaurants, you can take a picture in the place, and talk about that, so that will also help building your brand, because you will show which places you actually go to and all this, so it's really a way to build your own brand. And I believe we can all use that some way or another, maybe for some people that just want to blog and just make new friendships and connections, and other people use it for their business one way or another, and it's fairly cheap to get started, and even the marketing of your blog, you can do that fairly cheap, and of course you can go more advanced if you want that down the road, but it's fairly cheap to get started, and you can spend as much time on it as you got, Some people got half an hour a day, and other people spend hours and hours every day and make it their living, the way they make an income, and I just think it's a really awesome platform and format to communicate, It's, of course, there's some guidelines, but basically you can put up your blog post the way you want it, If you just want to make it 5 words and a picture, you can do that, but it's probably better to put quite a lot of text on your blog too. But then we get into ranking in the search engines and all that stuff, but still, you can pretty much do it the way you want, and the more personal you can make it, the better, I think.
All right, Thomas. Thanks for your input here. Thanks, Teresa, as well. So, guys, anybody out there who is interested in blogging, if you are a newbie, you want to start blogging, or even if you know something about blogging, Teresa mentioned already, there is a new blogging platform coming out that we are very confident about. Me, Teresa, and Thomas. Teresa is already using this blogging platform. It's the platform that helps you actually monetize your passion much faster. The blogging platform is very stable, and it's as Teresa said, it's a great thing. All of us are going to use this platform. If you are interested in knowing more about it, just contact Teresa, because Teresa is already using the platform already. So just make sure you connect with her. You can also connect with me or Thomas. And if you want to join, kind of the business opportunity we have here that is connected with this blogging platform, where you can blog about your passion and make profit. Link is the button is below this video. There is a link. It will take you to the page where you can join, of course. So yeah, that's all for today. Thanks again, guys, and we'll be back here again Monday. We will keep talking about internet marketing. There will be another topic we will talk about, maybe blogging, maybe something else. We will let you know a couple of hours before the hangout, maybe even days. And that's all from us today. Teresa, anything you want to add, or you want to just say goodbye?
You never know what we're going to add, so bring a notebook, because I guess, as Thomas said, I tend to let out the golden nuggets. So be ready. We never know what we're going to talk about. Just bring lots of paper. I'll catch you guys later. Thanks for having me.
Excellent. Thank you, guys. Thank you, and have a good day. Ciao, ciao.
Bye-bye.